Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We have chosen a chapter from the book Knowing Oneself, Knowing God. The title of the chapter is What the Sober Carefree, namely the heedless ones, say to the carefree sober, in other words, believers. Alhamdulillah alladhi hadana lihada wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah. Praise and adoration be to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, who has guided us to this path. Had He not guided us, we would have never found guidance. In the previous chapter, we analyzed the box of the human body, and we found out that metaphysically it consists of two main components, the soul and the ego. We also established that there were nourishments for the ego, and we know them all, but we pointed to and emphasized on the nourishments for the soul on the basis of 2,500 explicit verses of the Holy Quran. We showed that contemplation or fikr was one of the efficient and sufficient nourishments for the soul. In other words, to observe the artwork of God, the artist, in the creation, and detecting the signs of the Maker's work in the creation and in our own bodies nourishes our souls. Fikr or contemplation establishes the strong foundation for spirituality. Therefore, the materialists have always tried to demolish this strong foundation by making us forget about fikr or contemplation. In other words, they have directly or indirectly tried to show that this world and all its contents were created spontaneously without any maker. So they have tried to make the imperceptible, invisible hand of the Creator in the creation go unnoticeable. And finally, to make ourselves as well think materialistically. Therefore, we start by re-establishing the truth that the creation must have a creator, and to teach ourselves how to connect from the creation with the creator. So everything we see in our surroundings obviously has either existed in nature or it has been constructed by humans. Therefore, we establish that everything in our environment is either made by the hand of God or the hand of God's representative, mankind. In other words, it is only the human being that can construct anything they wish from the raw material that God has left to our control and put there for our use. Let us ask 3 questions that will dispel any traces of the theory of evolution that may have crept into our minds and thoughts. First, materialists consider all man's inventions, discoveries, and whatever he has constructed result of the power in his brain. But you know that the heads of animals have more brain than humans. Why did they not come up with any type of inventions or discoveries if these are related to the power of brain alone? In other words, looking at man's inventions and discoveries from this particular angle, we are hinting to and drawing your attention to an additional feature that God has granted to man's brain, enabling him to do all these incredible discoveries, inventions, and constructing variety of things. Second, the materialists claim that the world has come into existence spontaneously, by coincidence, by chance, without a maker, without a creator, and they have made people believe so. They have been teaching people directly and indirectly this idea that the world and our own selves have come into existence without a creator. Therefore, we primarily have to re-establish this truth that everything in our surroundings, including our own bodies, our own existence, must have a creator, a controller, a maintainer. We like to ask them that once the human has produced a prototype of something, let's say of a car, then he reproduces a lot of them. Could the evolution reproduce anything in our time? The scientists have the fossils of ancient animals in their laboratories. Could the nature reproduce those extinct animals? Obviously, there is a lot of politics and political gain behind poisoning our minds and hearts with such philosophy as materialism. And we will discuss it in details later on. Third, let's ask humans about something that he manufactures. Something as simple as a needle. You know that a needle needs mechanical measurements, proper manufacturing tools, and skillful people to manufacture it. Has anyone seen a needle anywhere in the world that was made by itself? Although we do not create the material for the needle, we take it from the nature. But has anyone anywhere in the world seen a needle that was made by itself? Obviously, everyone says no. How could a needle be made by itself? It needs skillful engineers and manufacturing company to produce something as simple as a needle. Then how could you believe that the earth itself, the sun, the solar system, billions of inanimate and animate objects on earth, billions of humans, each of which demonstrate perfect order, measurements, infinite complexities, exist without a maker. Therefore, without spending more time on refuting their philosophy, we come back to looking deeper into artwork of our beloved Creator and study some of the free gifts and favors that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu freely and regularly bestows upon us. Through this type of thinking, we nourish our souls. Therefore, we spend more time on studying deeper and deeper the artwork, the creativity, and other attributes of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu reflected in the creation, so that we establish a connection and relationship with Him, the glorious, and supply the most energetic nourishment to our souls. Thanks for your time and have a great day. Khuda Hafiz.